Alright, hello everyone. There's a lot to cover and I don't know even where to begin, so I'm just going to try my best to tackle this. I'm going to switch over to gameplay. And here we are. So there are a few different things. I'm going to try to explain all of this as much as I can. So a few things I want to cover is Sausage has been doing some fixings and updatings on the game. And I'll share that with you. I've made a list of what I could catch. And also Vultar on the official Endless Online website, there's been something called Deep Patch added, and we're going to look at the difference between Deep Patch and then our normal main clone. But we're also going to be looking at C because something was added new to C. So in a sense, we have three different things, almost four different things to look at. So try to follow along. Alright, so Bling Queen here. This is going to be on that new patch that's called Deep Patch, which I pulled from the actual Endless Online website. And then Flame actually... Yeah, okay. Bling Queen, yeah, is on over here, sorry. Bling Queen is with that new patch, and you can already instantly see a difference. And then Bling Queen over here is on C. And in order to make this patch work, you're going to have to pull that out. So let's just start with C and something very small. Okay, over here, I'll try to like keep you guys up to date on which one I'm doing. It gets confusing, but here we go. Okay, so this is without C, but it is with the new client called, or the new C patch, Deep C patch, whatever it's called, something like that. I made a smiley face. Didn't really do anything. But we could see over here, it does do something. So, going off of C, which I'm going to bring this over for you guys to see, there's little icons, and I forget what they were calling them. Colored emojis? Something like that. What if we do this? Anyways, there's simple things on here that we're not going to see without C. But with C, you can have it. And you're like, well, where did you get this? If you didn't know it already, if you go over here to Sortico, this website here, and I'll have all these links on the bottom, just not right now. You're going to want to download this, C binary plus 29 client, and then we can see updates here, and then there's an emoji reference, and we're going to click on that, and it's just telling you all the things and possibilities you can do. So that was a little neat thing added on C recently. So that's neat. I'm going to close this one out, and then we're going to try to jump back to this one. Okay, so here we are on the official Endless Online client. The official Endless Online website. And here we see new event, Deep Client download. Why is that a new event? I don't know. If you were to click on it, you would download the latest patch, which you can instantly see the difference with these armors in your locker. The only thing is, it's not compatible with C, so if you are to go to the website and download this, you gotta make sure you don't have C in there too, because C will not allow it to work. If I'm understanding that correctly. And this here are things that had recently been added to, again, this Deep Client download. These are the new things that have been added. Keyboard input. I mean, like, I don't understand a lot of this. I see WASD has been added, and I instantly thought that's probably gonna mess a few things up. So let's go give that a shot, huh? I'm just gonna use D. Actually, let me get my person out in the open. Here's D, not doing anything. W, A, S. It's not doing anything. So maybe there's something that needs to be fixed in order to have that happen. I don't know. We're gonna go back to the locker. Anyways, if you want to look over all these new things done and added, it's easy enough to find. It's also on the Discord. I'll also try to have a link for that so you can just instantly go there. It's somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. I haven't looked around too much of this. I'm just trying to keep everybody in the loop. So we went over C, and we went over how to get this new patch, and so I'm going to toss this down. And we're just going to look at the difference here. This is with C, and you can see the inventory is just a singular line. But over here with this new patch, all these things in your inventory are, I don't even know what the correct wording for this. It's just a larger file. Oh my goodness, it even tells you how many you have of one item. Wow. That's really nice. I like this. Again, I haven't really explored much of this, so we're just going to learn together. So right away, there's the difference. You have the hover, I don't even know what you call this. The little detail information plate. If I hover over, it tells me what the name of the armor, and it tells me what it gives. And you can also see it has different numbers here if you have multiples of the same item. Oh, blue enchanted boots. Why is this blue? Fire arrows are pink? Why? What does that mean? I don't know. I'm just going to toss these in here. So what happens if I click on my character? I don't know what all is new and interesting, but this is all I know so far. It's just this hover tab, whatever you want to call it, window, hover window. That's interesting. So when this new window pops open, the words on my doll on the right side disappear, like they're unhighlighted. Huh, okay. And something about, sorry, let me get this off. I forget that I have, can I hide this? I think I can. How do I do that? I know there's a way to hide the taskbar. I don't know. Is it here? I don't know. I'd hide it if I could. I'm not the greatest at any of this. I'm just curious what all is different. Party hat is in yellow. Okay, so there are different things with colored words, and I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to mean. What's the key here? And then somebody pointed this out. There's the classic spelling of wrong thing. Was this it? Bracelet. No. Somebody was pointing out how it's misspelled brucelet or something. It's just an odd spelling. Again, I haven't fully looked through this. I don't know what all I'm showing, but I just wanted to point this out. And all that's going on. And then we'll go over the updates as well. So what now? I don't know why some items are different colors and why others are not. Fire arrows are very hard to craft. You can't buy those. You cannot buy these either. You can't buy a scav. You can buy health pots. You can't buy steel boots. I thought maybe there's a correlation between maybe craftables and rare drops versus things that you can buy, but this is a craftable only. Huh. So what happens if I kind of look around on these different tabs? I read something about a scrolling volume. I don't know what that would be though. I'm gonna have to mess around with this a lot more, but I recommend that you guys jump on it and download this and mess around with it if you want. It's just interesting. We haven't had anything like this for Vultar for a very long time, if it isn't indeed Vultar himself. Well, currency at the bottom is new. So everything just has a little bit of a description, it seems. There's jeweler. Is it always spelled like that? Hi. Hi. I just want to see more of this hover window. Okay, so it only works if the mouse is on the pillow, it seems. And everything here so far. Oh, that's weird. So why is the emerald necklace in yellow, but the others are in white? What does that mean? Huh. What is one eye? Oh, intelligence and wisdom. Okay. So out of these things, emerald necklace is the only thing that's yellow. Why is that? I don't know. How interesting. And of course, we're going to get into the things that Sausage has fixed. And then we're going to also go over a couple things of just, is this actually Vultar or not? Right now, I don't think anybody can say, but from what I could tell, from a lot of the programmers themselves, they seem to be pretty convinced that this is Vultar who's doing all of this because of this. I don't know. I don't even remember what it's called. There's some sort of information that is unavailable to anybody but Vultar himself. So the only way that any of this could be edited is with that main whatever it is, base? I don't know. And I'm not explaining this very, very good, but there's just so much involved that I don't even have a lot of the words to describe this, I think. Or maybe the correct knowledge. Again, why is this yellow? Why? Why? Let's go into the biters, maybe? I'm just trying to find, I don't know, more difference besides the little hover window. And the inventory. I'm curious if there's other monsters, I mean, if there's other things out there that have different coloration besides just items. And that's all it looks like so far. At least from what I know. It's very possible there's other things out there. I'm just not finding it. Okay, let's head over here. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die, but I'll try. Oh, my chat's not... Okay, there we go. Alright, well, let me at least look into, read off a few of these things that I have here that have been, like, just kind of edited or added by Sausage. And again, this is just what I've caught. There could be very well more, but this is just what I know so far. After 250 attacks on same spot, your damage will degrade. Rock on control is no longer classified as bot, and that's because of the new anti-bot thing that they have to make it easier to identify if somebody is legitimately botting or not. NPC ghost tanks now. I guess they can... Oh! So normally you would have a tank just sitting there, right? And the NPCs will attack the tank, but I guess now they just somehow walk through it? I wonder how that works. Maze people when sleeping. So, even if you're offline, things can be done to your character. Regardless if you're online or not. I knew I was gonna die. That's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to kind of look around and see what's up. Let's go get lost. Whoa. I'm not used to that sound effect. 300 limit bard attack. So I guess if you're playing notes, it can only be under a 300 or below. AI attacks closest target even if non-attacking. Non or not attacking. I thought that was already a thing, but I guess not. Wow, somebody was busy with a lot of rat tails. Arms getting weak. Your defense are weakening. So if you just sit here and attack, I mean, I can see if I can trigger it. I'm just gonna hold it down. Hi, person that's random. Then eventually, we're gonna get a message below here saying your arms are getting weak. I have not triggered this yet, and I never really tried, but I'll just sit here and attack, I guess, while I'm keep reading these off. Direct source code, only Vultar. Okay, that's what it's called, a source code. So Vultar himself has the direct source code that for this, and nobody else has access to that, so that's why people are questioning if this is or is not the real Vultar, and a lot of things are leaning towards, yeah, this is the real Vultar. Only he has this source code. And on top of that, only he has access to the Endless Online website itself, which you can see has been updated. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to trigger that. But you can see these things are being updated. This was new. This wasn't here before. I mean, like what, just yesterday or today? So, again, that's something else kind of leading towards it's Vultar. Recreating typos, editing to the EO client. Oh, okay, so another thing that was pointed out is like recreating the way he had a lot of weird typos, because as we know, English isn't his original language. Netherlands, right? Is that I could be wrong, but I think that's Dutch. I might be wrong, I don't know, but I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, I don't know. But he tend to spell a lot of things incorrectly, and we were just talking about how there's bracelet, or however it was strangely typed. I don't know if I can, maybe I could pull up the picture. Somebody had a picture of loan showing this odd typo. Oh, was that it? Oh, okay, and then Sausage had pointed out how there's this interesting thing where there's the frog head here, and at first it says nothing, right? But if you go back and wear it, all of a sudden it points out, oh, it's cursed. So it just kind of surprises you. Nothing indicating that it was going to be cursed until it's too late. Let me find another screenshot if I can. Anyway, so let me just keep talking about that. Yeah, it was pointed out that, like, well, how is he doing this? And someone made that Altplaz, it looks like. How would some random person be able to do this without these two things, plus the detail, the fine detail of recreating these typos, and the way he just typed strangely. Like we just saw jeweler, and the way that was spelled. That's a classic Vultar right there. I tried to prepare for this stream as much as I could, but there's just so much. It's just, right now, everybody's in deep conversation about this, or, you know, whoever is interested is in deep conversation. It looks like all the devs are just kind of deep diving and dissecting this thing. Like, they're really trying to figure out what's been added and all that. Where was that picture? Was it in discussions? Maybe it was. Oh, so if I can't find it, I can't find it. But I thought I'd give it a try. Oh, is that it? Oh, dear stinking goodness. Okay, so I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see it. Just give me one sec. So, again, this person, if it is a fake Vultar, they go into deep details of this incorrect spelling of bracelet. Bracelet? Bracelet? It's cute, though. It's a cute little way of spelling it. I must have run out of whatever had been newly added since I moved on to this current deep patch thing that was added. What else? Okay, and I noted down Sorty's website about the emojis. We'll switch over to Fire real quick so I can show you guys that again. Again, you'll have to pull C out of your folder if you want to get this new client working here. We'll have side-by-side comparison again. This is all I have so far. I know it's not much, but I just kind of want to do a quick update on everything that's going on, and there's still so much that's happening. Okay, so this is with that deep client that is on the official website. and it's different. You got a hover window, very interesting, and this is just C by itself. However, you get really awesome emojis, right? And that panel I just showed you guys. So I don't have much else to show besides this and to tell, but I will keep my ears out and my eyes open and let you guys know if there's anything else that's been added. But so far, this is it, and I will have everything linked in the description below, so you guys can click on this yourselves if you're interested in finding out all what's happening. Again, there's just so much information, and I'm trying to get it all crammed in here. So we'll see what happens next. This is very interesting. But so far, it seems like this is probably the real deal of a real Vultar. It's very interesting how this is playing out. I guess only time's going to tell us if this really is the real Vultar, and I would like to see him personally make, like, I don't know, stream your game or make an announcement of some sort. I don't know. It would be interesting. I think that Vanderforce, whatever that YouTube of the first first and last update we ever seen of Endless Online being finished, I think that really is Vultar. So we'll have a idea of what his voice sounds like if he was willing to just, I don't know, stream something and show us things he's working on and to talk. He doesn't have to like appear on camera, but I don't know, at least talk a little bit if he's comfortable with that. So these are all the things that are happening so far. Everything is super new. I don't have all the details, of course, but I will try to follow and cover this as we go, as well as any updates that are happening like this, the emojis that was done recently on C, and all the fixes and updates Sausage has done. Actually, that reminds me of something else for guilds. Apparently, I don't know how long this has been happening, but there was a problem with guilds. Like, if you thought recently you kicked somebody out of your guild, you might want to double check. I don't quite understand the full extent of everything, but it was like you couldn't leave guilds. Even if they were kicked and they were off the registry, it was still showing up in their name tag. Very odd. And I believe the same thing was trying to be fixed for divorce. I believe if you try to have a divorce, it would only work for one partner side, but not the other. So let's say I was married to Fire here. Let me open up his paper doll and I'll open up mine. Let's say we were married and then I divorced him. Well, it would be gone from my paper doll, but it would still be there on his. I'm trying to think of any other updates that he did that I can remember. I try to write these things down again, unless I'm actively looking for it or catch it somewhere in chat or on the game, somebody saying it, then I'm not aware of it. And then, of course, the jail system had been fixed. So there's now a penalty for botting. And chronic botters will be permanently banned, from what I understand. So if you're like, oh my gosh, have you really been caught botting like 5 different times? You're done. You're done. I don't know how much of the justice system that will be based on. Like, is it like a 3 strikes you're out, or how does that work? I don't know. But alright, that's all I have for you so far. We're trying to figure out if this is the real Vultar, which it's leaning towards yes. There's a lot of updates. You could see what's happening on C, and then on just this deep patch itself. And it gets a little complicated because there's just so many different things going on. But alright guys, I just want to touch base on this real fast. So have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I will talk to you guys later, and I will announce if anything else has been caught or noted or seen. Bye everyone.